Okay, so I might be a little late to this. Probably more late to this. But Halo Infinite has been delayed to 2021, and I heard people went like off, saying like the Xbox Series X is doomed. I mean, you get your PS5 with so many exclusives, but you don't get the and it's like, look, calm down, calm down, okay, calm down, okay. So, what do I think about before I start reading this is that it's not bad, as people would say, that to launch a console with no first party exclusives. I think it is fine, to be honest. Because there could be some good exclusives down the line. It doesn't mean that it's going to be a bad system or a bad launch system. I mean, look at the Wii U. I mean, it didn't have a great life cycle and it didn't have a great launch, but look at the life period of it. And that's what I'm thinking of is life period of things. So let's read this. Halo Infinite has been delayed. The highly anticipated Xbox and PC game was originally set to launch alongside the Xbox Series X during this holiday season this year, but the release date has been pushed back to 2021. A firm new release date has not been set, but it appears Microsoft is willing to give the game the time it needs to better meet the fans' expectations. Leaving the Xbox Series X without a standout launch title this year, it also leaves Halo Combat Evolved as the only game in the series to ever launch alongside the Xbox console. Today, I want to share an important Halo Infinite develop update with the community. We have made the difficult decision to shift our release to 2021 to ensure the team has adequate time to deliver a Halo game experience that meets our vision that's stated in the 343 industry, and it's basically this, and that's basically what they're saying here. So, this is what they said. The decision to shift our release is a result of multiple factors that have contributed to development challenges, including the ongoing stuff related impacts affecting us all this year. I want to acknowledge the hard work from our team at 343 Industries, who have remained committed to making a great game and finding solutions to develop challenges. However, it is not sustainable for the well being of our team or the overall success of the game to shift to this holiday. We know that this will be disappointing to many of you. We will share in the sentiment. The passion to support the community has shown over the years has been incredible and inspiring. We want nothing more than our game to play our game with the community this holiday. The extra time will let us finish the critical work necessary to deliver the most ambitious Halo game ever at the quality we know our fans expect. Thank you for thank you your thank you for your support and your understanding. In the wake of the delay, Halo Infinite, people from across the gaming world has been shared their thoughts on what the delay means and more. Halo Infinite, and the most recently shown during the Xbox Series X showcase, Microsoft has talked up how the game will be quite different from the previous end titles in the franchise. And Xbox box boss Phil Spencer also said Halo Infinite is the rethinking the structure of the Halo game. Subsequently, we learned that Halo Infinite is intended to serve as a long-term platform for the franchise. Spencer made the decision to delay the game only shortly because the announcement was made. Speaking on a talk show Animal Talk, and he said the team considered releasing only part of this game this year, but ultimately he decided against it. So it's supposed to be originally what they have in plan is for it to be an ongoing thing that will go off many, many years. So that can include microtransactions. It can. But it's never a bad thing to delay a game. I know people will go off on that saying like, how dare you delay the game? How dare you? I mean, look at the games that comes out and needs a first day launch. Not first day launch, a first day patch. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5. Guess what? First day patch. Fallout 76. First day patch. Stuff like this. First day patch, first day patch, first day patch. like already. So it is better to wait for the game and be able to come out in quality than try to come out on the day it is released. Now I know it is upsetting because it is upsetting that uh with the launch of the system. Granted, it's not gonna be terrible. I mean, if people want the system, go for it. I do agree it's about exclusive titles, and it is. I don't think Xbox is fully, fully focused on their system. I think they're more focused on the Game Pass aspect for people to play their games no matter what platform it is. They like making, consoles and they want to make sure that, it's up to stuff. Like it's from spec wise, this is supposed to be more powerful than the PS5, specs wise, you know. And that not only when it's back exclusive, like you put in the game and it updates for you. So at the same time, this could be the biggest game launch, even though, this game has been released, years ago. But it doesn't change the fact on what it is and what does it do. So that's on my fault. That's how I feel. Um, Tell me how you feel. What do you think about it? Do you agree with it? Do you disagree? Do you think the Xbox is going to fail? I mean, people are probably going to pick up the PS5 more than Xbox because the exclusive, like when we come down, even though it felt like I was mocking at the beginning of this video, it is important to for the exclusives. You get the game purely on the exclusives, like the Switch. It does have the greatest specs in the world, but it's also a hybrid system, and it has some good first-party exclusives on there. Same with the PlayStation, great first-party exclusives. Xbox PC, great Xbox exclusives. Well, PC exclusive, but they're not really exclusive, but you get what I'm saying. You know, that's what really sells you. It shouldn't be about the specs. People will say graphically when when it look and like graphically it looked terrible, and I'm saying like it shouldn't matter the graphics. It really should matter about the gameplay. And I see so many people complain about the graphics for the Switch. Even though it's been downgraded, it does not bother me. I still think it looks beautiful. You know, in the terms of quality, I mean, yes, the PS4 is going to look beautiful more than the Switch, but it doesn't mean it's going to look bad. You know, take Crash Bandicoot and Saint Trilogy for example. It looks better on the PC, obviously, but it doesn't look that bad on Switch. It looks pretty good on the Switch, especially when it's docked. But it is like I can see where some people are coming at this with this. But at the same time, do I really think the Xbox Series X is going to fail? No. I think people are just going over the top with this. Um, like I said, I prefer a game to be in better quality than to be rushed in a rushed out mess. Because once it's a rushed out mess, nobody want to touch it. Like Fallout 76, it might have a fan base, but how many people are actually touching that game? Like how many people are actually touching and playing that game? Not a whole lot. Because of what it did to the launch. And people can't forget that. And Obsidian's doing better, and they're the clone of Bethesda. And people are looking at Obsidian as they're the new Bethesda. You know? So, it's. That's how I feel about it. Like, even though I'm not big into Halo, like, I'm really not. But it just. Seeing people, and hearing other people talk about it on YouTube is just over the top. Um, But that's just how I feel. I know everybody has their own opinions and entitled to them. What do you think about this news? Um, do you think it's wise for it to push back? Do you think they should rush it? Maybe they, even though it's around the corner, they could all of a sudden have a first party exclusive. Trying to get that ready. Maybe that's what they're focusing on. You know, So, don't just because of this happening doesn't mean it's doomed. You know, we don't know until the system launch, until people get their hands on and see what they think. Just because you hear from it doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't. Until you actually see it and actually hold it and grasp it, and then you can be able to tell actually what you see of it. Not from what you hear, but what you actually, did. But just tell me what y'all think. We'd love to hear y'all think, and I will see you guys girls in the next gaming news.